Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm joined by gorgeous Simone.
Hi everyone.
And also Sarah, who is off camera. We are going to be doing a beauty shoot, but with natural light. I'm going to be showing you our setup, how we go about it, what light we use and so on, so stay tuned. First thing first, make sure to check out both girls. They're going to be linked in the description below. And before we get into this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell button to not miss any of my future videos. And let's get right into it. So today's video is going to be a mix of shooting lingerie and beauty, which is quite an unusual mix, but I get really gorgeous light in the morning in my apartment. The windows are huge, they let in a lot of light, and I really wanted to utilize that, so I got Simone to bring some lingerie with her, and I wanted to take some full bodies in front of a green background that I have that is actually just a flat Amazon sheet that I'm going to link down below. Straight after, we wanted to shoot some more lifestyle type beauty. It was still using natural window light. It would not be direct sunlight, it would be more diffused, but I think it still worked out pretty well. I'm going to be showing you the shots and how we achieved them, how we got about shooting with them. I used two lenses. I used my 24-70 Canon lens as well as the 100mm macro. I'm going to be walking you through everything and showing you how it's done. Okay, so we're here, you can kind of see me. So we'll just take a few maybe close-ups first because I have this lens on. That's beautiful. Oh, that looks so nice. That looks beautiful. So we're kind of taking more of like a closer up-ish. Actually, the way you're just like lying on your hand, I just want that close-up thing. Beautiful. So for this, it's more kind of like a lifestyle-y beauty. I mean, it isn't, but what I mean by that is like it's not super detailed. It's not all about like, it's more a part of the image. It is concentrating on the face mostly, but it is just about kind of capturing the whole mood of the shot rather than just having, you know, the full like beauty. So to edit those photos, I used my medium dark preset pack as with my other ones. I was in between number 3 and number 6. I think number 6 looks the nicest, 6 plus. I'm going to go there and I'm going to brighten it a tiny bit more and then bring the shadows down back a tiny bit and then the blacks as well. And then I'm going to add a bit more contrast and maybe actually desaturate a tiny bit, and that's all you have to do. Here it is, the before and after. If you do like what you see and you want to get your own, make sure to check out my website. It's anitasadowska.eu, and you can get a discount code in the description below. Happy browsing, and let's get back into the video. As you guys know, I always underexpose my images, and there is a few reasons for it. It's much easier to bring back shadows than it is trying to bring back highlights. I know that when I underexpose my images, I can bring them into Lightroom and brighten them pretty drastically without much problem and without ruining the quality of the image. If I was to boost my ISO too high, the images would end up too grainy, but if I put them through Lightroom, I won't have the same effect. So especially if you're working on lower grade cameras that tend to get a bit grainy, it's always better to just shoot in RAW. That's a very important thing. You have to shoot in RAW. If you overexpose your skin and you burn the highlights too much, it's going to be very hard for you to bring it back in Lightroom. It's always going to look kind of odd, and the colors are going to be odd as well. I've noticed that whenever I do overexpose something, it's much easier to underexpose and then brighten the image afterwards. So that's definitely something that I recommend you do. So now we're out of the direct sunlight. We are just shooting with the backdrop as it is, and it looks really beautiful. I'll shoot from here. Beautiful. Yeah, that's so beautiful. So because, yeah, that's really lovely. Because we have that big window here, the light is so nice and soft and we get that studio look, but without having to have studio. So it's like a very cost efficient and, you know, room efficient option. For a few of those close-ups, I would love if we can take those straps down so it's kind of just like your shoulders. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that looks really lovely. It's just really nice. I just love doing color matching as well, where I do very similar tones. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, that's gorgeous. Nice. Gorgeous. Yes, I love that. That's really beautiful. We are doing a little experiment. I bought myself a little lens filter and I'm applying some Vaseline to it. I want to get some really nice, like blurry, dreamy kind of images. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing, so this is just a trial and error to see what works and how does it work. But we'll see. Look at that. It's very interesting. 'Cause it's like, it's literally just blurring out the thingy. It's like,
oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm just kind of creating a frame. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing, so that's the vibe.
It's working now.
It's working, it's doing something, so. So please just, if you're ever trying that, please don't ever do that on your actual like lens, because that's going to be a nightmare to get off. You have to get it on like an actual outside thing. This is what I got. This is a too small one because I bought the wrong one, so this is the one. This second look is just going to be a bit of b-roll and me talking over it because I accidentally deleted the entire look of my video camera. Not the smartest move, happens to the best of us. Always make sure that you transfer your footage before you go on your next shoot. I didn't do that because I was working a lot and now I'm paying for it. But anyway, let's get into how I shot this look. For the second change, we went for a very simple look. We went for a minimalist makeup and some green lingerie with a green backdrop, which is actually not a backdrop. It's a flat sheet that you order from Amazon. You'll have a link down below. And it's a £10 or $15 sheet that actually has an end that you can cut off and use as a backdrop. So it's perfect. We decided to shoot most of the look in direct sunlight. It was really, really beautiful. It was hitting directly from the windows. It was early in the morning. We started shooting at around 8 o'clock, I think, and it was one of the first looks. The sun was really low in the sky still, so we were getting quite a lot of light. It does always look better when the model's sitting down because there's more light coming in and it does cover her entire body then. So we did some shots. We also did some beautiful lying down shots, which were so gorgeous. I just loved how the olive tones worked with the model's skin, how beautiful the highlights picked up, how glowy her skin looked in the sun, and it was just really gorgeous. To make the skin extra glowy, my makeup artist Sarah used body oil. You can find it linked down below as always. And it just makes the skin so much more beautiful in terms of highlights and shadows. It makes it super glowy, super iridescent, just really dreamy. So I definitely recommend using body oil when shooting either swimwear or lingerie. Usually if I shoot lingerie, I use a bit less oil because you don't want the model to be super wet looking. You just want her to be nice and glowy, but an oil is the best way to achieve it. I know you can also use highlighters, but they are usually a bit drier and not as nice looking on photos. They do save your clothing a tiny bit, so it's all down to what you need, but it's just an option for you. Okay guys, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and our look, so let me know which one did you like the most. Thank you so much, Simone and Sarah, for being our lovely model and makeup. I don't usually do makeup shoots, so it was kind of interesting to get back to it. I used to do a bit more beauty, but now I usually do swimwear, so it was fun to get back to it. Make sure to check the girls out. They're going to be linked in the description below. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. So slow, I know I gotta go, but I can't get anyway, 'cause I'm standing